I guess first, our lesson objectives are you'll be able to explain what microorganisms are and kind of how they work at the conclusion of the lesson. And then to start off our experiment, we better start off with our materials. So first, you need a little bit of yeast and some sugar and some warm water and balloon and plain paper towels to clean up with. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to take some warm water and put it into our cup, or into our bottle. And then we're going to take 2 packets of yeast and put it into our water. Spill it everywhere. And then we're going to take about 4 spoonfuls of sugar, dip it in there as well. This is making such a mess. Is that 30?
Yeah.
Great. And then we're going to put our balloon on top. And you're going to shake it up a little bit.
Alright, so this doesn't seem like much now, but we'll get to it. So just keep your eye on the balloon. So we're going to explain what is in that. So yeast is a microorganism. So microbes, there's 2 types. We have bacteria and fungi. So bacteria is what's used to make alcohol, like in fermentation, vinegar, and dairy products. So anytime you make yogurt, it has bacteria in it that made it that consistency. It's also used in medical care, in any antibiotics you have, and a lot of other drugs. And then fungus is what makes like blue cheese. And our yeast that we put in there is a fungus, okay? So blue cheese has those curds of milk in there. So pretty much it's the fungus in with the milk that curds the milk, so kind of like molds it, makes it bad, but still consumable for our body. So that's how blue cheese is made. And then it's used in penicillin, which is it's like an antibiotic. It's also in our bodies. So just like this cute cow, it's in their bodies and is used a lot in their digestive system. So it's in our large intestine and it breaks down fiber that we eat. So you have living organisms inside your large intestine that breaks it down. It's very useful in ruminant animals because their main digestion is microorganism, like digestion with the fiber, because the cow, what are they going to eat? Grass, hay, a lot of fiber material. So that's why it's so important. The same with horses. Horses aren't ruminants, but they use a lot of microorganism digestion. That's why their large intestine is very, very large. So, I'm worried about our experiment not. It takes a long time, but the yeast is the microorganism. So what do you think it consumes?
The sugar.
The sugar, because that's a type of food. So it's going to consume the sugar, and it's going to release what? You know? Gas, right. So CO2. So just like you, when you release gas, we all know what that is, belching and other things. That's the microorganisms releasing the gas and it coming out of your body. So in cows, they're going to have a lot more of that than humans are because they have a lot more micro-digestion. So this is, we did the experiment before, but you see how, like this is the first one. And it has the foam, which is this is CO2 foam. yeast will keep consuming all of the sugar until it's gone, and once it's gone, then it will stop growing. But there's a lot of sugar in there, more than the yeast, so it's going to just keep growing and growing and growing. So how do you think yeast is used in everyday life? What do we use yeast for?
Bread?
Bread, right. So what does it do for the bread? Like, why do we put it in bread?
To make it rise.
Right, because it consumes the sugars that are in the bread and makes the bread expand. So we have more fluffy, more light bread. What do microbes consume? You just kind of answered this. Sugar, right? And they also, like other types of sugar, so in your digestive system, like your glucose and glycogen and all of those derivatives of that. And how do they help us? What do they do for our digestive system? What do they bring? Well, what kind?
Like in ruminants?
Or in us?
Either one.
Yeah. Fibers. Fibers. And these are references. Are there any questions?
And you can look at starting to foam up a little bit, where it wasn't before. Because there's the baseline of our water and our mixture, and then it's foamed up a little bit since. Is that it?
Okay, how do y'all think you did?